Today we are going to learn the application of that Pythagoras theorem. We have seen the Pythagoras theorem. What is that Pythagoras theorem? In right angle triangle, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides. That means in triangle ABC, which is hypotenuse, AC is the hypotenuse. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. And we have seen the proof of that theorem. Let us remember the proof. So for that purpose we have drawn the we are doing the construction, done the construction BD perpendicular to the AC. So this triangle ADB, similar triangle ABC, similarity in right angle triangles. From that we get AB square is equal to AD into AC. AD into AC. Similarly, this smaller triangle, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. Therefore, their corresponding sides are in proportion, and we get from that one BC square is equal to BC into AC. Then adding these two, what we will get? AB square plus BC square is equal to AD into AC plus DC into AC. So after taking AC common, what we will get? AD plus DC. So AD plus DC is AC. So AC into AC is AC square. So we get the required result. After that, we have seen the converse of that Pythagoras theorem. What is the converse? If in a triangle, side of a one square is equal to the sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, then the triangle is a right angle triangle. That means if we have this AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, then we say that this angle B is equal to 90 degree. So these two things we have learned in this chapter. Also, we will have to remember the similarity in right angle triangle. What is that similarity in right angle triangle? If we have the right angle triangle ABC and this is the altitude drawn to the hypotenuse, that means BD is perpendicular to the AC, then these two triangles are similar to each other and they are similar to the original triangle. That means triangle ADB, similar triangle. See the ADB, then use BDC. BDC, similar triangle, that larger triangle ABC. So this is the similarity in right angle triangle. After that we have seen the geometric mean theorem. What is that geometric mean theorem? If we have this figure in this triangle ABC, BD is the altitude drawn to the hypotenuse, then according to geometric mean theorem, BD square is equal to AD into DC. BD square is equal to AD into DC. That is the geometric mean theorem. Also in last year in 9th standard, we have seen 30, 60, 90 degree triangle theorem. What is that 30, 60, 90 degree triangle theorem? If we have the triangle whose angles are 90, this angle is 90 degree, this angle is 60 degree and this angle is 30 degree, then side opposite to 30 degree, which is the side opposite to 30 degree here? BC. BC is root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse. Which is hypotenuse here? AC is the hypotenuse. Also side opposite to, so BC is the side opposite to 30 degree. Yeah? Instead of BC, which is the side opposite to 60 degree, AB. So side opposite to 60 degrees, root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse. And side opposite to 30 degrees, which is side opposite to 30 degree, BC is 1 upon, how much it is? BC is equal to half of the hypotenuse, 1 upon 2 into AC. So side opposite to 60 degrees, root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse. Side opposite to the 30 degrees, 1 upon 2 at half of that hypotenuse. So we have seen this theorem also in last year 9th standard. Also we have seen 45, 45, 90 degree triangle theorem. That means in triangle ABC, if these two sides are congruent, that means these angles are of 40 or 45 degree. Then angles side opposite to 45 degree, that means AB is equal to BC is 1 upon under root 2 times the hypotenuse means AC. 1 upon under root 2 times the hypotenuse AC. So these are the things we have seen in 9th standard as well as in 10th standard. Now see the practice set 2.1 related to this theorem. So in this practice set 2.1, before that practice set, we have seen some solved problem. They are the problems, they are not easy to solve. So see the problem number 7 of that page number 38, solved example. What is that problem? We have this triangle. Triangle ABC. In this triangle ABC, AD is perpendicular. It's given. Then show that according to given information, prove that AB square plus CD square is equal to BD square plus AC square. See here. This we have to prove. Now, how to proceed? Look at the required result. In this required result, we have here AB square and CD square. AB square as well as CD square as well. BD square as well as AC square. Now see, there are two triangles. Here is also right angle, here is also right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, if we apply the Pythagoras theorem, then according to Pythagoras theorem we can write AB square in this triangle. AB square hypotenuse is equal to BD square plus AD square. Okay, BD square plus AD square. In this triangle, if we apply the Pythagoras theorem, what we will get? AC square is equal to DC square plus AD square. Now, in these two, which one is common? AD square is common. So there are two methods. One method, how we will get the BD square plus AC square. Here is BD square and here is AC square. And how we will get the AB square and CD square. So in this we can write as also BD square plus AD square is equal to AB square. BD square plus AD square is equal to AB square. We can write this in this manner also. Now, if we take the addition of these two, what we will get? AB square is also. Here is also CD square. In the left hand side, that means BD square, and here is also we get AC square. So AD square both have AD square, they get cancelled. This is the one method. Or another method we do इथे आपल्याला AD स्क्वेअर नको आहे. AD स्क्वेअर नको आहे म्हणजे AD स्क्वेअर काढून टाकायची. AD स्क्वेअर काढायची म्हटल्यावर कसं काढणार? इथे पायथागोरस थेरम वापरला. AB स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू BD स्क्वेअर प्लस AD स्क्वेअर. इथून AD स्क्वेअरची व्हॅल्यू काढून घ्यायची. ही BD स्क्वेअर इकडे आणला. AB स्क्वेअर मायनस BD स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू AD स्क्वेअर. जे नको आहे उलट त्याची किंमत काढायची, दोन्ही इक्वेट करायची. इथे आहे here AC square is equal to DC square plus AD square. उलट AD square आपला हे इकडे आणून घेतला आपण, तर काय होईल? AC square minus DC square is equal to AD square. हे सुद्धा AD square ची व्हॅल्यू आहे, ही सुद्धा AD square ची व्हॅल्यू आहे. ते इक्वेट करायचे. मग इक्वेट करायचे तर हे इकडे लेफ्ट हँड साइड हवं इकडे आहे घेणार. Therefore AB square minus BD square left hand side of this is equal to right hand side AC square minus DC square. Rearrange the terms. BD square हा मायनस तिकडे पाठवायचा, DC square इकडे पाठवायचा. So we get AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square plus BD square. This is one way. So just rearranging the terms and do the certain process, we will get the required result. So how we can write this step by step? First apply the Pythagoras theorem. Now we are going to We'll write the solution of that problem. First step. In triangle, this triangle ABD, measure of angle ADB is equal to 90 degree given. Okay, ठीक है. Therefore, according to Pythagoras theorem, we can write AB square is equal to BD square plus AD square. Reason for that, Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Now apply Pythagoras theorem in another triangle. In triangle ADC, measure of angle ADC is equal to 90 degree given. Apply Pythagoras theorem. How we can write that? We can write this in this manner. AD square plus DC square is equal to AC square. Pythagoras theorem. Now just add them. Why we are going to add? Left hand side, see the required result, left hand side is AB square plus CD square. If we add these two, AB square plus CD square. So just adding this, we will get the required result. Adding that left hand side, AB square plus AD square plus DC square. This is the left hand side. Right hand side, BD square plus AD square and AC square. So adding what? 2 and 4. Now see both the sides. Here is also AD square, here is also AD square. If we subtract AD square from both sides, we will get the required result. So AB square, this one, AD square, both have the same sign. What are the remaining terms? Is equal to BD square plus AC square. Subtracting AD square to both sides. So that is the required result. AB square plus DC square is equal to BD square plus AC square. Just we are applying the Pythagoras theorem. While applying Pythagoras theorem in this second triangle, we see how we can write, how we have written that Pythagoras theorem. AC square जो करना है तो तिकडे घेतला आपण आणि हे इकडे घेतलं. कशासाठी? जसं आपल्याला हवं होतं त्यानुसार आपण ते घेतलं. So in this manner we can solve that problem. Now see the next problem. Practice set 2.1. The first problem is very easy, so no need to solve that. Second problem, second one. Right angle triangle is given. This triangle is right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, which is NQ is hypotenuse. This triangle is MNP. MNP is right angle triangle and perpendicular. So these are the given things as shown in the figure. What are the given things? MQ is equal to 9, QP is equal to 4, and we'll have to find NQ. Find NQ. So what are the given things? MQ, this length is 9. QP, this length is 4, and we'll have to find this one. As soon as we have seen this figure, right angle triangle and altitude drawn to the hypotenuse, immediately we must remember the geometric mean theorem. What is geometric mean theorem? The square of this one, NQ square, is equal to MQ into QP. That is geometric mean theorem. So very simple. Square of this is equal to product of these two. How to write? So what are the required things? That triangle must be right angle triangle. Therefore, in triangle M and P, measure of angle M and P is equal to 90 degree. That is the required condition. Also, what is another required condition? That segment NQ is perpendicular to the hypotenuse MP. So these are the required things for that geometric mean theorem. So these are the given. So we can apply the geometric mean theorem. According to geometric mean theorem, NQ square is equal to MQ into QP. Reason, geometric mean theorem. Okay. Now just substitute the values. Putting the values, MQ is 9 and QP is 4. 9 4s are 36. Taking square root to both sides. So NQ is equal to 6. NQ is equal to 6 unit or 6. So in this manner, as soon as we have seen this figure, we must remember the geometric mean theorem. Which theorem? Geometric mean. And these are the necessary conditions for that theorem. The triangle must be right angle triangle and the altitude is drawn to the hypotenuse. Okay. I think everybody got this problem. Now see the next one. Problem number 3. See the figure. This is the right angle triangle. This triangle is right angle triangle. Given triangle is right angle triangle. This triangle is right angle triangle. Name of the triangle is QPR. QPR. And this point is M. This is 8. QPR is 90 degrees. Segment PM is perpendicular to segment QR. QM is perpendicular to segment QR. PM is equal to 10. QM is equal to 8. And we'll have to find QR. So again, how we can find the QR? First find out MR using geometric mean theorem. After getting MR, take the sum of these two. Now we will get the QR. So in previous example, we have seen geometric mean theorem. What are the required conditions? The triangle must be right angle triangle. So in a triangle QPR, measure of angle QPR is equal to 90 degree and segment PM is perpendicular to the hypotenuse QR. These are the given things. Okay. Then according to geometric mean theorem, PM square is equal to QM into MR. Geometric mean theorem. Just substitute the values. PM is 10, so 10 square. QM is 8 into MR. 10 square is 100. 10 square is 100. QM is 8 into MR. Transfer that 8 to the left hand side, so divided by 8. MR is equal to. Okay. Divide that 100 by 8. So 8 ones are 8, remainder is 2, 20. 8 twos are 16, remainder is 4. 8 fives are 40. So MR is equal to 12.5. But we are interested in QR. So QR is equal to sum of these two. So QR is equal to QM plus MR. QM is 8 and this is 12.5. So 12.5 plus 8 means 8.5. That means 20.5. So QR is equal to 20.5. QR is equal to 20.5. So in this manner, we can find the length of QR. So very simple problem, just using the geometric mean theorem. And the next step, to find the QR, we must add the QM and MR. So I think everybody got that problem, how to solve that problem. Now see the next one. Problem number 4. And very simple problem it is. What is that fourth problem? This triangle is given. Triangle RSP in this triangle RSP, this angle is given 30 degree. And using that information, we have to find RP and PS. RP as well as PS. So one angle is 30 degree, another angle is 90 degree. So obviously third angle is 60 degree. So we'll have to find that angle first. So in triangle PSR, measure of angle S is equal to 90 degree. That means sum of these two angles is 90 degree, or we can say that sum of all the three angles is 180 degree. We can use whether these are the complementary angle or sum of the three angles is 180 degree. So we can write, therefore measure of angle R is equal to 90 minus angle P. So 90 minus 30, that is 60 degree. Measure of angle R is equal to 60 degree. So that triangle is of 30, 60, 90 degree triangle. Therefore we can use that 30, 60, 90 degree triangle theorem. So we have the side opposite to 30 degree. So proceed from that side opposite to 30 degree. Therefore side opposite to 30 degree. Which is side opposite to 30 degree? SR. Half of that hypotenuse PR. SR is 6. 6 is equal to 1 upon 2 into PR. Do the cross multiplication. 12 is equal to PR. So PR is equal to 12. Now side opposite to 60 degree. Side opposite to 60 degree is root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse. Root 3 by 2 times the hypotenuse, which is hypotenuse is PR. So under root 3 by 2, PR is 12, 2 6 are 12, 6 under root 3, which is side opposite to 60 degree, SP or PS, whatever it may be. So PS is equal to 6 under root 3 unit. If the value of under root 3 is given, then substitute that value, take their product. So in this manner, just using 30, 60, 90 degree triangle theorem, we can find out the length of PS. So remaining problems, we will see that problems in the next period. Okay.